Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little customizing and basically send it to somebody. So yeah. Oh, hey, you're not supposed to see that. We're going to be customizing this cap. So yeah, it's supposed to be like a military-like cap, and yeah. So let's get to customizing, shall we? First, I needed to do the lettering, and since I don't have a Cricut, I had to improvise. I printed out the lettering I wanted to use from my computer and put it onto the duct tape and started taping the duct tape down, so when I cut it, it was not going to go all around and whatnot. So next I started cutting the letters out, and it was a little bit of a tedious job because I cut it once and it did not go through, so that was a whole heap of fun. Yay! After cutting all the letters out, next I tried to position the last part of the sticker that I made. I had made one before and I didn't know how to make it. Basically, I didn't know if it was gonna look anyway decent. Yeah, I might have not been having a video in the long run, so there was that. And I say so too much, don't I? Whoopsie! And the background is different. Yes, I know. Shut up. I first used one marker that I already had, but then noticed it's starting to be kind of a little on the crappy side, so it's like use my other set of markers I got for this project, and it worked a lot better because they were brushed up. It took me a while because the stupid tape would not stop trying to come off the thing, and yeah, I was not too happy about that, but it took forever because of that. Finally, I got the outlining part done. Slowly and carefully took the stencil off in case I really screwed up and I needed to use it again. Then I started the inside outline of the A's, the O's, and all those letters. And after everything was going smoothly, no problems. And then when I started to color in, that's when the problems started. For some reason, the fabric pen decided all of a sudden, hey, I'm gonna bleed profusely. Twice. Here, I'm trying to cover up the dark splotchy areas by blending it in with a white pen. Didn't work so well. Since fabric markers were a bust, decided to just use the Fabri-Peg straight from the tube and paint it on. Painted the rest off camera, and then that makes me done with the lettering. And now it's time to edit the graphic that's gonna be on the hat next. Found this on a commercial use site with images, since me trying to draw it would take like forever, so yeah. Found the image that I want and started to edit to how I would like it. I put the image onto my tablet and tried to get my stylus to work, but kept trying and trying until finally I figured out what was going on. Oh boy. Not gonna color, is it? Oh, it's not on. Gotta turn it on. Let's try this again. After I got everything in working order, it was time for me to draw the bear with a closed mouth, so it would be easier when I put it onto the transfer. Took me a good 30 minutes or so to get to the graphic to where I wanted it, and then I was done. Next, I printed out the graphic and put it to the size that I want to transfer it onto, and cut it out and leave somewhat of a little border around it for room. Took out my iron-on transfer pencils and started tracing the image. Yes, I know, that was a chip. I was hungry, damn it! I kept tracing and pressing as hard as I can on the pencil so that when it transfers, it would actually transfer successfully. I was making some mistakes here and there, and then I remembered this is a pencil. Finished up the tracing, and then it was almost time for the transfer process, since the surface was going to be on a curved surface. So I had to figure out how to iron on without screwing up the hat. Now, let's see if we can get this ironed onto here. But the problem is it's rounded. And rounded surfaces are a pain in the butt to do. So I'm going to try the hairdryer method first, because I really don't want to use a heat gun. Everyone says I use a heat gun, but a heat gun, I like my place. I don't want it to burn down. So let's pray it works. Okay? Yeah, that what I did not work. Hairdryer didn't work. I even did the right way with the iron. And apparently both times the iron-on said, screw you. I'm not going to be on there. And I've used that before, so it should have worked. But yeah. Had to freehand it, so it was not too bad, but still kind of ticked me off and whatnot. So yeah, had to do that off camera. So yeah, now let's see if we can get, hopefully the rest of it will go as planned. And yeah, I first started with the brown base color, coloring inside the lines, filling up the image using my brush tip fabric markers. After a while, I started to realize that they don't need to be carefully colored, they can be layered on top of one another. Can I help you? And the cat's in the way. For this customization, I decided to try and do a Russian theme. At first I was going to use the Russian flag, but then I noticed it was 3 colors, which is kind of a little on the boring side. So I decided to use Russian symbols. Unfortunately, I kind of ran into some problems trying to look up Russian symbols, because some of the Russian symbols that kept popping up were Soviet based, or they were too complicated for a design. So that was fun. Finally, after a painstaking search, I found a symbol that I can actually use without offending anybody. And it was a grizzly bear. Here I painted the grizzly bear's muzzle white first as a base color. Then I lightly colored with a brown fabric marker and wiped it away to create a new color, since I didn't have a fabric marker in the color that I wanted. I tried to finish up the details. And finally, to try and hide some of my early mistakes, I decided to try and make the background a blizzard background. Finally finished! Did the rest off camera so I'd have a better view, and yeah, kind of like how it turned out. And yeah, now I just got to wash it before I send this out. So yeah, thanks for watching me and customizing this. So yeah, stay tuned and see what I come up with next.